Hello, my dear friends. It's Jason. Welcome to Owlets Tarot. Thanks so much for being here. Um, Anything you need to know about this channel is down in the description box. This is going to be a general collective that is not time or date specific. Excuse me, for the sign of Sagittarius. I hope that my Saggies are doing exceptionally well. Before we begin reading the cards, when I was meditating on your energy, I was getting a travel vibe. Big shock, right? You being associated with travel. But this is very much travel that broadens the mind. Whether you are traveling, have traveled recently, or are making plans to travel, or it's just kind of going on your bucket list. I feel like it's something that's been at the forefront, as well as the great outdoors, getting out into nature more, and really focusing on natural healing, which is kind of innately Sagittarius trait. The part of the body ruled by Sagittarius is the thighs. So, in this traveling context, it fits very well. Get out there in the great outdoors and travel. Strengthen those thighs. But yeah, just had to share that. Also, just so everyone's aware, I'm working without a mic, so I'm trying to remember to stay close to the camera, mic, and speak up, which I'm not great at, as you guys all know. So, hopefully, everyone can hear me all right. So, let's get into the reading. We start out the reading with the Hierophant card. So, Hierophant being about structure, a conservative nature. I'm kind of feeling a sense of understanding here. Viewing the Hierophant as a teacher, I'm feeling a strong sense of understanding something more clearly, seeing something in a different light. Actions that are dictated by morality and conscience. And something preserved despite all the hardships endured. Next to the Judgment card, these two cards being in recent past energy. The Judgment card finding a way out of a complicated situation, I feel. There's a feeling of renewal, of reemergence. It could be the reestablishment of some connection that was interrupted in some way. Because I'm definitely feeling that there's some return to the past. But on a qualitatively new level. And I feel like someone has issues with the nervous system. Because I'm feeling a strong inner nervousness, a hyper sensitivity, almost like the fight or flight reflex is being triggered for some reason. So I definitely feel someone's been feeling that, or is currently feeling it, has felt it. Alright. Seven of Wands. Having to defend your actions, having to defend your beliefs. There could be some ideological differences, some clashes here. You're keeping your distance from something or someone, which is probably beneficial, at least at this time. You're knowing clearly when to detach, recognizing what's about you and what's not about you, so that you're not always living switched on. This could have something to do with that nervous energy I'm feeling. Nine of Coins, security and safety, but it is in reverse, so I'm feeling detachment from reality, or disconnecting in some way from society. For some of you, this is attaching some kind of attention to attaching some kind of attention and rising to new heights socially in some way. But I feel for others, you're experiencing some social phobias, tying into, again, this nervous energy, this issue with the nervous system being triggered. Someone could have PTSD. Upcoming energy, Ace of Cups. Alright, I want you to take a deep breath with me. Very important. When you're feeling anxious, stressed out, overwhelmed, take a deep breath in to the count of 4. Hold it for 5 or 6 seconds, whatever you're comfortable with, and then blow it all out to the count of 7 or 8. Whatever you're most comfortable with. It's all about getting air in a nice big gulp of air, nice solid whoosh, holding that air in for longer than it took for you to draw it in, and slowly exhaling all of the air from your lungs and having that take longer than you held your breath. I hope that made sense. I'm feeling really anxious, guys. I'm sorry for those of you who are suffering right now with anxiety issues, or those of you who are being triggered. I'm all too well accustomed to what that's all about. But I do know this is not mine, that I'm feeling. But I do want you to be aware that this Ace of Cups, this is your new beginning. Okay? And my loves, more importantly, it's signaling your readiness for this new beginning. For some of you, this new relationship. Whether it's platonic, whether it's a friendship, or whether it's a sexual relationship. There's renewal here, and there's growth, there's spiritual growth. Yeah. Abundance, your cup flowing over. And then the Magician, there's some intense brain work going on. Some of you could be overthinking positive and negative thoughts. Could be overthinking something, yeah, because I'm definitely seeing you attracting these positive and negative thoughts and life events. The advice is to recognize that you're completely capable of overcoming your own borders. You're completely capable of dismantling the walls that you have built up around yourself. Yeah, there's that hypersensitivity again as well. Energy that's known in the conscious, energy that's moving towards you. Ace of Coins, a big win. Opportunity to start a new venture, a new business, perhaps. I'm really seeing great happiness. And I'm feeling support from others as my energy literally just calmed down. So make sure that you're reaching out. I honestly feel like you're not even going to have to reach out when you need support from others. You just have to be receptive. When someone opens their arms, don't be afraid to walk into them, so to speak. Make sure your ideas are grounded as well, and not, overly lofty ambitions. Take things slowly, I'm feeling. And in the subconscious, we have the Sun card. And this is reaching a point of fully realizing what it is you have planned for yourself. This is revival. This is restoration. And most importantly, this is well-being. This is victory. one, perhaps over this anxiety, whatever this situation is for you, if it resonates. This is general, collective. Keep in mind. All right, a bit of a heavy one energetically. I'm not gonna lie. Sag, what you doing to me? I'm gonna grab you a spiral oracle, and we'll see what the message is there. We've got compassion. Beautiful. Very healing energy, protective energy, intuitive energy, making sure that throat and that heart chakra are wide open, as well as the third eye. If I remember, I'll include a chakra alignment in the liner, or the description box. So as the artist created this painting, this is what she wrote about compassion. Difficult encounters and experiences have opened my eyes to my own feelings, to my truth. I perceive the beings and situations that made my life an uphill struggle as valuable teachings on my path. Experiences that at first sight appeared to be the opposite of love have taught me to see the offering that life makes to me moment to moment. Today I receive this gift, a learning about a deep and unconditional love that dwells within me. I recognize in myself a great force that compels me to alleviate the pain in other beings, a love manifesting itself in one of its purest forms, that higher passion, that love called compassion. Now, what if compassion does not include me? If the compassion is not with me as well, it is not complete. For what is the point of comforting other beings if I treat myself harshly? My growth is not born out of demand, guilt, or a cold attitude toward my problems. My growth is born when I open myself to love, when from the depths of my being, softness and compassion emanate. Compassion for myself and compassion for others. Self-care. Limits. Everything matures in its own time and without force. I do not need to earn anything. I always deserve. I also understand that if I need it, I can ask for help. When I am disturbed or distracted too much, my mind is like churning water. If I hate, my mind burns like fire. When my ignorance overshadows the truth, I forget what is important. Only with gratitude I abandon the things that bind me, the harmful spaces, and the habits that do not nourish me. When I abandon these things and practice detachment, I quiet my being and return to the origin. I pay attention to my body, mind, and soul with love and care. Compassion begins with me. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. And if you want to be happy yourself, practice compassion. So, the one line that I really want you to remember is I do not need to earn anything. I always deserve. Remember that you are always deserving of love and compassion from others. And don't be afraid or ashamed to reach out and accept that love and compassion that others are offering you. Alright, I hope this reading resonated with you guys. If it did, please hit that thumbs up. It helps to support the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate all of you for sharing your time and your energy with me. You mean the world to me. You really do. It's been a pleasure as always. And until we see each other again, take great care of yourselves and take care of those around you. Bye, friends.